Councillor Neal.
Yes, thank you to the chair, to Mr. Anderson. So there's a matter on our agenda tonight, and which is based on a letter, and I'm just going to read you a couple of short paragraphs out of that, and then ask you to respond. It says, although it has been 6 months since the incinerator sod-turning party took place, my dismay at the lack of regard for the taxpayers exhibited by those who participated in this ill-conceived event remains. In a democracy, the only way of ensuring that the elected officials responsible are held to account is for them to have to face the voters in an election, which currently isn't the case for the regional chair. So my question through the chair, sir, is, do you agree that if someone in your position had to face the voters directly in an election, it might be a way of ensuring that money isn't spent on the way it was at the sod-turning event?
You want to talk about the sod-turning event, or you want to talk about being elected? First of all, let me say to you, so you understand, Councillor Neal, I didn't get to vote on the EFW.
I'm not asking you, sir, about the EFW.
But whether I was elected at large or not, I didn't get to vote on the EFW. So it was voted on by council, not by the chair. All I do is chair the meeting. So it wasn't like I was the deciding vote on this. Now, whether an elected chair would have made a difference, if I ran for a regional chair, I would have ran supporting the EFW.
Sir, again, I'm not asking you about specifically about the EFW. I've already declared a conflict on that. I'm asking you about the sod-turning event and the way, as you say, there was money spent. What I'm asking you, sir, is through the chair, is do you agree that if you're going to do that, and you know you have to face the voters in a year or two or three directly in an election, do you agree that's probably the best way of ensuring that that sort of money isn't spent, taxpayers' money isn't spent in that manner?
Well, I don't know what you want me to say, Councillor Neal. I've explained the situation. It was a budgeted amount. It was approved by council. We had dignitaries from all over Europe and United States and Canada invited. We weren't going to put them on a mud field and represent Durham that way on a $270 million project. I apologize to the council and to the residents for the ordering of tents. Heavens forbid we put them in a tent. Other than that, I'm not apologizing for having a groundbreaking. I'm not apologizing for who we invited. I'm not apologizing for the staff who attended. It's been a 7-year process. Unfortunately, you haven't been here for all those 7 years, but it has been a 7-year process. And I don't know if you have a policy at your council for inviting the general public to your... No, you asked me, let me finish.
Well, no.
If you have a policy at your council to invite the public to all your groundbreakings, I don't think you do, but if you do, I've been to a lot here in Clarington, and I've never seen them all. So, but, you know, other than apologizing to the residents for ordering the tents, which I did, and I said, if we had to do it again, would we do it different? We probably would. There's some people on councils that we might not have invited.